Hi, it's Anne here, and today's video is my monthly buys and buys video. So what this video is basically I do a monthly haul, everything I bought within the month, and then I do a monthly empties or goodbyes. So everything that's come in this month versus everything that's gone out this past month. So this would be for the month of October. Pretty unexciting month. Put that up there. This probably would be one of my shortest buys and buys videos, other than the videos where I was on no buys. So the only actual purchase that I did this month for beauty products was my ColourPop order. So I did a whole entire video on that. So if you want to see it in detail of my unboxing, I will try and remember to link that video below, but it's only 2 or 3 videos before this one, so it's not that long ago. And yeah, pretty limited. I didn't keep everything in that video, so I'm just going to quickly go over the things that I'm keeping. So the one thing that I do have on my lips right now is the Just a Tint in Cherry Picking. Really enjoy this product. Really enjoy the way it feels, like the color. It has a nice scent, almost like I want to say it's like a sweet lemon-ish scent. I don't know if it's lemon. I don't know what that scent is, but it's nice. It's refreshing. It goes away once you put the product on. But yeah, this shade, even though it's called Cherry Picking, is definitely more of a brownie type color. So really enjoy that. It's one of the few things that I've actually played with. Might be the only thing that I've played with so far in this kit. The other lip product was the glowing lip, which I showed is not at all like the Black Honey. This has much more pigment in it. It's more of a lipstick, but not quite as pigmented as a lipstick. It's still a bit sheer. So this is what the packaging looks like. I'm not going to go through all these in detail. I did that in that video. So that's why it definitely looks like it's going to be like Black Honey. And when I did go back and watch some other people's videos, they all said the same thing. So I was like, oh, it wasn't the only one that thought that. This graphic inks liner in, I think it was Wine. So Winey. I missed the so part when I was doing the video. The shade is So Winey. I was going to put it on today, but then I was afraid I might look too Christmassy with the green eyeshadow. So I'm going to try with a brown eyeshadow look and see what that looks like. Because, yeah, I had it pulled out to put it with this eyeshadow look, and then I was like, I don't want to all of a sudden look too Christmassy. The Super Shock single shadow in Deck, and then the blush in Digital Baddie, which apparently this is I think they said it was a Twitch person maybe, and there's maybe some controversy around it. So to some people's point, I saw somebody mention this, it's kind of like the Jeffree Star stuff. I'm glad that Beautylish created a separate Jeffree Star box for the Lucky Bags, because I don't want to get his products in my thing. That's why I do have some Jeffree Star. I have those liquid lipsticks because they came in a Lucky Bag. So it is, I think, better when I don't mind collabs, just IP collabs, maybe not actual people collabs, because it is, kind of a touchy area. Some people just can be people that are controversial. The hardest part is people can be non-controversial and all of a sudden they are controversial. So tricky there. And then the 2 palettes. So I did decide to keep the Wine and Only palette and the Blowing Smoke palette, which again, I have not played with any of these yet. And then in that order, I also did pick up the Foolish Mortals palette, which I did wear this eyeshadow palette in my No Pan Left Behind reboot video, but that's the only time I played with this, so haven't really played with it since then. So really want to get around to playing with this a little bit more over the next couple of weeks. I think this will be a great, actually, November palette. To me, this is a very November, December, January color story. So excited to play with that. The only other thing that I want to mention that I bought, I did go into Bath & Body Works mostly just to smell all the new smells. And most of them are just in Wallflowers, so they haven't come out in candles yet. Maybe they have now. But yeah, speaking of controversy, the Snowed In one. It's so funny watching, not funny, I shouldn't say funny. It's just very interesting watching it as a Canadian, because when I saw the Snowed In candle, it took a second, and then I was like, that does kind of look like, but yeah, in the States, I could see why people immediately jumped on, was like, what the heck? But how did that not get screened? How did nobody be like, maybe we need to rethink this? So anyway, I did pick up a candle. I did pick up the Wicked Vanilla Woods. This one is different. I do have another mini. This is not it. This is Sweet Whiskey, but I have a mini like this in this scent. I love this scent so much. Lord knows if I can read the notes on the bottom. Magical vanilla, glowing amberwood, and enchanted pink pepper. And this is actually bigger than these. So I was like, oh, is it smaller? And then when I got home, I looked. These are 7 ounces and these are 8 ounces. I did pay a little too much for this. I did pay, $10 including tax. They were 50% off. I never seem to be able to get the Wicked Vanilla Woods in the full size. It never seems to go on sale when I can catch it. It did go on sale this year, and I just wasn't around to pick it up, even if it was even in store. That's the other thing, too. It's one of the ones that seems to sell out faster. I just feel like it kind of bothers me that the other 2 scents, there's Ghoul Friend and Vampire Blood, and I feel like both of those are like a berry sweet scent. Like, they need some variety in there. Like, one of the Halloween ones needs to be more of like a musky, smoky kind of thing. Like, if they could do, what was it, like the Bonfire Bash? If they could do that as a Halloween candle, that would make way more sense to me. But anyway, I love this scent. Speaking of things that don't make sense, though, this packaging makes 0 sense to me. So I don't know why it's not focusing on it. So this is the packaging. That is blue, I don't know. And to me, it looks like pearls and I think like octopus legs, but it's the woods. So, what? Like, I don't, oh no, maybe it's like a bug and a snake in the background. I don't know. Maybe it's a snake. But a snake and pearls, like, it just doesn't, like, this packaging in the color blue just does not make any sense to me. But anyway, this was a bit pricey, but it's hard for me to catch it when I can. So I just grabbed it because I was there and it was what was on sale. And it was on sale. If it had been full price, I wouldn't have bought it. But yeah, I love this scent. I wish this came. They didn't have any body care, I don't think, in this year. And they rarely do. And it's just such a pretty, that pink pepper gives it a bit of bite to that vanilla, which I really, really enjoy. And the other one that I have, so the one that I have that's like this is about, I don't know where it is. I think it's in my den. It's about halfway done. So that's why I ended up picking this guy up. And that's it. That's all I bought. So that's not actually part of like my dollar value, but I just wanted to like share. Oh, the other thing that I didn't share, I don't have here, I did pick up some pants from Winners and Marshalls. And I got some good pants. Like, I'm pretty happy with the pants. I bought 2 like black pairs. I forget the brand. So one is, I'll put the names of the brands on the screen. So if you're looking, because the 2 like black pairs that I bought were like kind of casual. So they're looser, but they still look like work pants. Because the one was like, it's definitely like a sports brand, but the pants look more like a business pant, if that makes sense. And then I did buy 2 pairs of jeans, and I realized that the one pair of jeans is the same brand as another pair of jeans I already had. I didn't know that until I got home. So again, I'll put that name on the screen because again, it's a very soft, lighter jean that has a bit more of a curvy shape, but not too curvy. So like, I fit curvy jeans, but not too curvy of jeans, if that makes sense. Like, I'm somewhere in the middle. And so I just like the way these jeans fit me. They fit really, really well. And I'm kind of bumped up in size a little bit. I've kind of accepted. So it was nice to buy some pants that didn't feel too tight. So that was kind of like my big purchase this month, although they were not, I think they average out to be about $30 for each pair of those pants. The month of October, everything was in the makeup category, and the purchase price, or my price, was $106.22. I'm only including the value of the things I'm keeping, so I did buy stuff, but I'm not keeping some of the other stuff that was in that mystery box. And the retail value of that was $134 of the things I'm keeping, and I kept 8 items. I kept 7 items from the box plus the palette that I bought separately, so I brought in 8 items. So not too bad, but just like pretty unexciting. And like $100, like I'm okay with that. It's a lot, but it's not too much. It's not like exorbitant, if that makes sense. So let's get into the empties. And possibly one of the saddest empties again. Last month was so good, and it's like I almost thought about skipping the empties for this month, but then I thought maybe that's not a good idea because next month, like, I'm gonna need those empties because I'm probably gonna buy, oops, sorry, it's getting real dark. Hopefully I can fix this a little. There, that's a little bit better. It's getting a little dark. I hate this time of year. It starts to get a little sad. I'm going like later to work because I don't want to walk in the dark. I used to go so much earlier, and this is where I get into the time of year where I leave and it's dark, and I get home when it's dark, and I hate that. So Anyway, positive vibes. So let me talk about a declutter, because this has to go, and this is going in the bin as soon as this video is over. This is the Yensa Pumpkin and Turmeric 2-in-1 Radiance polishing mask. I think that's what it says. I had one of these in the full size that I did use up. This sample I got, I think, in 2019. I don't know why I thought it would still be okay, because Yensa is like a clean brand. So I opened it up. Yeah, this is so gross, and it's like sticky on the outside. Like, it is so gross. I haven't tried washing it, tried like makeup remover on it. Like, it's so gross. It smells weird. It's gross. Going in the bin. Never really liked the regular product of this, so I've heard they're like foundation. Like, they have, I think, like a tinted moisturizer that's really nice. A couple of empties. So what kind of made me feel okay with buying that candle was I did finish 2, which I talked about. I was pretty close to finishing these last month. I did finally finish them this month. So the first one is the Mahogany Coconut. And to me, this is like a great summer evening. Yeah, great summer evening, beachy candle. Like, I love this in the evening, like summer evening into fall evening, even spring evening. It's just a very warm, I don't know, that mahogany gives it the warmth, but the coconut kind of lightens it up a little bit. I really love this scent. I don't know what the notes say. The notes are coconut, mahogany woods, and English lavender, which kind of is surprising. But yeah, there's a little bit of like floral in it, but not too much. Like, I'm not a huge floral person, but every once in a while, some florals I can do. And then the other one, again, that's way out of my like normal comfort zone or normal range, is this Into the Night. I don't care for this in body care at all, but I quite enjoy this as a candle. If you're looking for like, not my life at all, but you know, the romantic sultry candle. This is it. Like, romantic sultry candle, this is it. It definitely has like this warm, cozy, again, evening scent. I loved like lighting this up like on a nice evening in where I just want to get cozy and watch a movie. This was definitely the candle that I would light for that. Oh lordy, I cannot read those notes. Sugar, I think. Yeah, I can't read those notes. I'll put the notes on the screen because I can't read them at all. They're so tiny on the bottom there. So those, again, finished those 2. So that made me feel okay to buy, like, I just bought the mini and I finished 2 big ones. The rest of my empties, I have no makeup empties. They're almost all skincare and they're almost all the same. Let's do a few different things. I finished a little sample of the Living Proof Perfect Hair Day. I don't really care for this. I'm not a big hair treatment person, so I just feel like these just like weigh my hair down, make my hair feel funny, and I want to wash my hair like sooner. So that's why I'm not a huge fan of these types of products. I did finish a sunscreen. So this is the Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen. So I don't normally talk about sunscreens in my videos because I just use them until they're expired and I throw them out. But this was kind of inexpensive. This is the only thing that really had a real dollar value in my empties, because I actually paid basically full price for this. I bought this during a sale. I think the sale last year. So this time last year is when I bought this guy. And yeah, I enjoy this. I would repurchase this again. And this size is perfect for travel. And yeah, it's perfect for me. It's expensive, way too expensive, but I liked it and it didn't break me out. So it is worth it to me to buy this little guy, especially because I know like a lot of sunscreens I end up throwing out because I can't finish them before they expire. Because I just said this in a few other videos, I don't use sunscreen every day. UV index is 0 right now in Canada, so it's like very little sun. My face barely sees the sun. I mean, it looks like it's seeing the sun right now. It is not. This is like reflection light. Not seeing the sun right now. Then I used this little guy from Elizabeth Arden. So these were kind of funny. Like, these are deluxe samples. So I did calculate the value of like these, like the things that come in a tube. Even though I didn't pay for this, it was like a free sample. So this little guy cost about $9.50. So this one wasn't too bad. It's the Elizabeth Arden. Like, they always have stupid long names. Retinol, HPR, Ceramide, Rapid Skin Renewing Water Cream. I have another one of these to finish out. I think I might have already finished it. It's just at home. So it was fine. I wouldn't purchase that though. This guy was like the most expensive for these little minis. This is like, I can't even read the whole name on this, but it's the Origins Plantscriptions, basically eye cream. And this little sample cost $28, like for the value. It's 5 mils. And like when I you know, do the math from the full size to this 5 mils, it's $28 Canadian. That's crazy. And same with this Kiehl's one. So this again is another eye cream. So I have these 2 eye creams and then I have another one coming. This is the Kiehl's, again, super long name, Super Multi-Corrective Eye Zone Treatment. So it's another eye cream, $26. Or sorry, $16 had I bought the full size. Like this is 3 mils, so it's a little less. I think if this had been 5 mils, it's probably be around the same price as the Origins. And then the last eye cream that I finished was just one of these. And I just count these as like $1. I don't actually like do the math on the little paper tearaways, just on like the little guys if I can. So this one was the To the People Dream Eye Cream, and they were all so small that I never felt any good or bad way about any of them. They were all just fine, and I just wanted to use them up. And that's it. That's my empties. So the dollar value, paid value was $24.97, and that was the one item in all of that I actually paid for. Everything else was like free samples that came, or like, I think this was maybe in a box. Yeah, this one might have been in a box, but I can't remember where I got that one from. But again, it doesn't matter because it doesn't count dollar value because I'm just decluttering it. Retail value of everything was $81.90, and there are 6 items that I finished. And I include, like, finishing these is nice. Like my little my little samples drawer box thing is getting very light. It's actually, I'm getting through a lot of it. I'm pretty happy about it. It's pretty empty at this point. There's not a whole lot in it. There's a lot of repetitive stuff. Like I had so many eye creams and that, but for the most part, yeah, it's getting pretty low. So I'm happy about that. So I will put the buys, the things that came in, and the good buys, the things that went out. Kind of a weird month because the empties, like, if you look at the numbers, it doesn't look too bad, but when you actually know what the items are, you're like, that's not even at all. Like, the buys is so much makeup heavy, and the empties is just samples. So, kind of a weird month. I do know I have, like, a couple of Bath & Body Works things, like, full sizes that are, like, this close to being done. There's probably about a week and a half left of those products, so couldn't quite squish them into this video. Don't know if I'll even have any makeup. I might have some makeup next month, maybe. I'm not sure. I might have 1 or 2 makeup items, so that'll be really nice. So that'll help balance some of this like heavy makeup month that I have for my sort of buys, my purchases side. So yeah, that was it. Not a very big month, not super exciting, but next month will be a little bit more exciting because there is the Sephora sale. I do plan on buying a few things. I know I've kind of boycotted it a little bit here and there in the past, but I am planning on buying a few things. It's also, although the purchases probably won't show up until December, it is like the Black Friday month, so I am going to keep my eye out for any sort of brands that have deals, that have things that I'm looking for, and if there is a sale, I will purchase directly from the brand. But yeah, and hopefully there'll be a bit more empties next month that are a little more solid, a little more weighty than just one very expensive sunscreen. Anyway, if you like this video, feel free to give it your thumbs up down below. And if you haven't already, I would love it if you subscribe to my channel here in Toronto, Canada. I hope you're doing well, and I'll see you sometime soon. Bye.